Everyone, welcome back to a new post today, and let's continue with the most important topics that we need to keep track for September 11th. So the very first issue is about all private crew aiming for a spacewalk, and this is about SpaceX Polaris Dawn mission that was successfully launched from Florida, sending 4 persons into the Earth's Van Allen radiation belts. Now, this was led by billionaire Gerard Isaacman, and this mission includes the first ever commercial spacewalk, which aims to surpass NASA's Gemini 11 mission highest Earth orbit record in 1966. This is the first ever commercial spacewalk, and the SpaceX is owned by Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla as well. And the spaceship lasted from Kennedy Space Center, Florida. The mission was led by Gerard Isaacman, and the mission marks a new beginning for SpaceX into space travel and also commercial space travel as well. What exactly is a spacewalk, which is also called as an extravehicular activity? Now, anytime when the astronaut gets out of the vehicle in space, it's called as a spacewalk, and the spacewalk is also called as an extravehicular activity, which is also called as EVA. Now, the first person to go on a spacewalk was a Russian. He is none other than Alexei Leonov, and the first spacewalk it was held in 1965, which was 10 minutes long. And the first American to go for a spacewalk was Ed White. He walked on June 3rd, just 2 months later in 1965 during the Gemini 4 mission, and it lasted for 23 minutes. So the next most important issue is about MSP now, which was given by Madhya Pradesh for soya bean. So we offer MSP both for Kharif and Rabi crops as well, and there is a fair remunerative price for sugar as well. Now the MSP is decided by the Government of India on the recommendations of the Commission of Agriculture Cost and Production. It was given for 23 crops. So the MSP is now as a form of a market intervention by the Government of India to secure India's agriculture producers against any fall in the farm prices. The MSP are announced by the Government of India at the beginning of the sowing season for certain crops on the basis of recommendation of the Commission for Agriculture Cost and Production. It is fixed by the Government of India to protect the farmers against excessive fall in the prices during a bumper production year. The minimum support prices are guaranteed prices for their produce from the Government of India. The major objectives are to support the farmers from distressed sale, to procure food grains for public distribution, and in case the market price for the commodity falls below the announced minimum price due to bumper production and glut in the market, the government then agencies purchase the entire produce offered by the farmer at the minimum support price. The next most important issue is about India giving a 4-point principle with regard to the resolution of the Russia-Ukraine war. What exactly are these 4-point principles that was given by the Ministry of External Affairs, Jaishankar, when he was on a visit to Germany recently? So India articulated its Russia-Ukraine conflict approach, which was given by Prime Minister Modi and spelled out by Minister Jaishankar. It emphasizes on dialogue and diplomacy to resolve the crisis. The 4-point principles include for peaceful resolution, number 1, dialogue and diplomacy, that is advocating for direct talks between Russia and Ukraine. Recently, the peace conference did not see the participation of Russia, and even the previous conferences as well. Respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity. India supports the principle of national sovereignty and territorial integrity. This is with regard to the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Ukraine, which Russia has to respect. And humanitarian assistance. India emphasizes the need for ensuring humanitarian assistance to those affected by the war. India has sent supplies including food, medicines and other aid to Ukraine as a part of its effective help to alleviate the suffering of conflict, and no military escalation, by stressing importance for avoiding any further escalation in the conflict, and by calling for a strain on both the sides. India aims to prevent the war from escalating, and these are the 4-point principles. The next is about the 8th schedule of the Constitution, where we recently had the celebration of the Hindi Divas. So the 22 languages in the 8th schedule of the Constitution are Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, Oriya, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu, Bodo, Santali, Maithili and Dogri. And of these, 14 were initially included in the Constitution. Sindhi was added in 1967, thereafter Konkani, Manipuri, Nepali in 1992, and Bodo, Dogri, Maithili, Santali in 2004. So these are a neighborhood language. We have one is Nepali in our constitution, that is 8th schedule of the constitution. So there are even demands for other languages like Angika, Banjara, Bazika, Bhojpuri, Boti, Botia, Bundelkhandi, Chhattisgarhi, Dakti, English, Garwali, Gondi, Gujjari, Kutchi, Kamtapuri, Karbi, Kasi, Kodava, Kok, Barok and Kumaoni, Kurok, Kurmali, Lepcha, Limbu, Mezu, Maghagi, Mundari, Nagpuri, Nicobarese, Pahari, Pali, Rajasthani, Sambalpuri or Kosali, Shaurseni, Saraiki, that is Shaurseni means Prakrit, Tulu and Teindi for the inclusion into the 8th schedule of the constitution. The next most important and the last issue is what exactly is a polygraph or a lie detector. It is referred to as a lie detector test. It is a pseudo-scientific device or procedure that records several physiological indicators such as blood pressure, pulse, respiration, skin conductivity when a person is asked, and answers to a series of questions are tracked. So the belief is that use of polygraph will detect the deceptive answers. It says that lying produces certain physiological responses or changes which can be tracked through the polygraph test. So these are some of the most important. It is also used as an interrogation tool like India as well and many other countries in criminal detection and prevention as well. So these are some of the important issues that I thought I should be discussing for you all for September 11th. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you tomorrow in another most important post, and until then, it's very happy learning.